parachute recovery techniques. Another Goddard.
Okay, this is kind of the Robert Goddard area. Robert Goddard was an early rocket pioneer. This Goddard Space Center is named after him. There's a turbine for use in the rocket blast. Goddard, 1945, gift to the Institute of Aeronautical Science. Still working in solar energy. During World War II, Dr. Goddard developed rockets to boost Navy aircraft during takeoff. Ultimately, this led to the rocket motor for the Bell X-2 aircraft, which set speed and altitude records in 1956.
There were literally hundreds of parts of each rocket, many of them machined by his skilled staff. As the missiles traveled higher and faster, the instrument packages became more and more important. Barometers, thermometers, recorders for measuring...
Robert Goddard, 1882-1945. Dreamer, tinkerer, pioneer. Slide rule. We didn't have calculators and cell phones back then. This is how we did our math, is on these little sticks.
It recalls the story of a captured German scientist questioned after World War II about the V-2
First rockets.
Why do you ask me these questions, he said. Why don't you ask your own rocket pioneer, Dr. Goddard? We learned these things by studying him. It was a final irony for a man labeled impractical by America's own military leaders. But Robert Hutchings Goddard was not an embittered man. He was a conscientious and devoted scientist, doing what he wanted to do more than anything else in the world, seeing his burning dream through his rockets, coming closer and closer to reality until his death in 1945.
Well, this is what I didn't know, is that Dr. Goddard was from Roswell.
He once wrote that the first flight was significant, but few took notice at that time. Today, the public has caught up, and he is being honored in many ways and in many ways.
Oh, this is nice. Nice mural here. I'll pan it slowly. I don't know what anything means. A green elephant with a striped nose, with ears that look like trees, and a guy with striped pants going inside the elephant. Okay, that's pretty weird. There's some hands coming out of the thing. There's a volcano, I think. And a chicken with a crown. And not sure what that is. A lot of detail, though. Okay, this I'm assuming is Robert Goddard's workshop, which was here in Roswell. This rocket was built by Dr. Goddard and his crew 3 July of 1938. The following month it flew to an altitude of 3,200 feet and dropped slowly back to prairie by parachute. Yeah, I remember that story that they, after we, in World War II, we got to all these German scientists and we're trying to learn about rockets from them. And they said, why don't you ask your own guy? We learned about our rockets by studying Dr. Goddard. And Dr. Goddard was considered a quack when he was shooting off his rockets.
The highlight of the day's festivities was a rousing fireworks display. That was the part that Robert Goddard liked the best.
Flight testing in Roswell.
Launching his own rockets.
Between 1930 and 42,
July 4th,
Dr. Goddard performed 56 flight tests in
fired
Roswell.
cannon and firecrackers all day. In evening, had 5 rockets. That same year, The War of the Worlds was being serialized in the Boston Post. Goddard eagerly read every word. The Boston newspapers were also reporting in